as soon as we get them.
All right, well, on a somewhat similar vein, our big story at 5, preventing tragedies like the one at Sandy Hook Elementary. President Obama unveiling a plan to curb gun violence and strengthen the gun laws.
And his intent to use executive orders is igniting even more anger from already anxious gun rights advocates. Fox's Craig Boswell reports.
As the president formally announces proposals to reduce gun violence, he's joined by children who wrote to him after the Sandy Hook massacre, as well as families of Newtown victims.
This is our first task as a society, keeping our children safe. This is how we will be judged.
The president is pushing for Congress to tighten gun control laws. Closing loopholes in the background check system is also a recommendation from the task force headed by Vice President Joe Biden.
So I'm putting forward a specific set of proposals based on the work of Joe's task force. And in the days ahead, I intend to use whatever weight this office holds to make them a reality.
There are also more than a dozen executive orders allowing the president to bypass Congress, some of them centered around data collection on firearms used by criminals and overall gun violence.
I expect that most of them would deal with trying to embellish on his existing authority to conduct background checks.
The NRA released a controversial new ad ahead of the president's announcement, criticizing him personally for ignoring the NRA's call for armed guards in schools.
Protection for their kids and gun-free zones for ours.
The NRA, while adamantly against any new gun laws, does support a presidential push for the Justice Department to crack down on those who lie on gun sale background checks. The task force on gun violence also focused on efforts to stop bullying, along with better availability of mental health services. House Republicans will likely wait for any action on gun measures to come from the Senate, then decide if any of those measures will be taken up. In Washington, Craig Boswell, Fox News.
Well, Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett calls this